Well, hello there and good day. Thank you so much for joining me at Dystopian Report, the place where we talk about the nightmare world we found ourselves living in. I'm your host, Jesse Pullman, and today is Saturday, June 21st at about 9:30 p.m. EDT. It's the year 2025. Today we're talking about the United States' unprovoked attack against nuclear sites belonging to the Islamic Republic of Iran and the consequences thereof. Full disclaimer, I'm a history guy, so I've got some background in military history, and I've got a little bit of an idea of how all this works, but I am far from an expert. Please seek out expert opinions, and take what I say with a significant grain of salt. Also, full disclaimer, things are incredibly fluid. President Trump is supposed to speak sometime around 10 p.m., but what he'll say that he hasn't already said on Truth Social is beyond me. Let's take a look at that, and then take a look at Iran's alleged response. About an hour ago, I'm not going to click this to confirm the time, but if it pops up, 7:50 p.m., Trump said, "We have completed our very successful attack on the 3 nuclear sites in Iran, including Fordo, Natanz, and Esfahan. All planes are now outside of Iran airspace. A full payload of all-caps bombs was dropped on the primary site, Fordo. All planes are safely on their way home. Congratulations to our great American warriors. There is not another military in the world that could have done this. Now is the time for peace." All caps. "Thank you for your attention to this matter." He goes on to say, "I will be giving an address to the nation at 10 p.m. at the White House regarding our very successful military operation in Iran. This is an historic moment for the United States of America, Israel, and the world. Iran must now agree to end this war. Thank you." Look me in the eyes when I ask you this question. What war? Donald Trump can't declare war. That's a power afforded to the Congress under the Constitution. He has the War Powers Act that maybe he could try to stretch, or he has the authorization of the use of military force from the War on Terror that he can maybe try to stretch, but Donald Trump can't declare a war. And there's a reason why we as a country, historically, didn't want a president to have the ability to start a war on a whim. And I'll show you why. Here's our live updates thread. I'm in the way. I apologize. I'm going to try to switch to a thing. Live updates. Israel strikes Iran. The Spectator Index reporting. Breaking. Iranian state television says, quote, "Every American citizen or military personnel in the region is now a target," unquote. There's more information stuff. There's a fire at Fordo. Apparently we attempted to reach out to them diplomatically, say the strikes were all the U.S. plans. I don't know. That I can't read that. Look, it's a dystopian type of night. So, first things first, tell your loved ones you love them. To my wife, I love you very much. I know we're pretty safe here at home, but it's 2025. Warfare has changed. Anything could happen. To the soldiers out there, may you be safe. May you be not injured in any way, shape, or form. That has happened before. When Trump assassinated General Soleimani, Iran struck back by bombing U.S. bases and gave a number of soldiers significant traumatic brain injuries, which Trump dismissed as headaches because of course he did. Why wouldn't he? He doesn't understand that people getting hurt actually affects people. And that's the thing, right? This all sounds like it's been executed by the right type of planning people, which is sort of a surprise given how bad with secret information the Trump administration has been. But what strikes me is that I don't think this is the guy to be the one doing this. It would be one thing if we were in a very different situation and we had been directly attacked by Iran and we did this. That would be reasonable. But that's not what happened here. We launched an unprovoked attack against Iran. I don't know what more to say to that right now. I don't know what more there is to say to that right now. The UN Charter has some things to say about that right now. But then again, Iran immediately threatens to attack civilians because of course they do. It's Iran. All I know is that this move is going to unify the Iranian people against the United States and against the idea of regime change, and any hope of subverting the Iranian government is now probably out of reach. So we will have a conflict zone in the, if not the Middle East, certainly near the Middle East, for the next 20 or 30 years. It might not be nuclear, because those nuclear sites aren't coming back, but now we're going to have an enemy that's just going to be there to be a problem for us for the next 20 or 30 years, when if Trump had just stuck with the agreement that Barack Obama had signed back in the 2010s, late 2010s, we wouldn't have had this problem at all. This wouldn't be an issue. This is a war that Donald Trump created when he tore up the JCPOA, if that's what it's spelled as. And here we are, 7 years later, just taking in the punishment for it. So I'll stop here. I want to hear your thoughts. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. If you found this video in any way helpful or informative, do hit the like, share, subscribe, friend, follow, or whatever buttons. It really does help the channel grow. We're trying to hit 100 subscribers by the end of the year. I'll do a Terminator 0 review if that happens. But yeah, it's a depressing day, and I'm very sorry for those who are hurt and who are about to be hurt. Thank you all so much for joining me, and as always on this channel, pieces. And I really do mean that. When I say pieces, I do really mean like the bringing of peace and hope for peace. So pieces.